Let's go.
It's morning time here, so good morning. Having my coffee and I'm getting ready to go to work soon. Don't mind the background. My room is a mess. And I was going to clean it up and start vlogging, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just show family and friends how I live at times. And I keep a messy bedroom quite often. And that might be a little ironic to some people who may be watching because I'm their housekeeper and I help their place stay nice and neat and pretty and clean. But when I look at my room, this is the room I'm responsible for, amongst other areas in the apartment. I don't keep it clean at all. It's clean for maybe 2 hours. And I just woke up this morning and I looked around my environment and I was like, oh, what's happening here? Why is this room always messy? And one of my biggest struggles is when I come home from work and I have something in my hand or, I'm undressing to put on my house clothes, I throw everything on the floor. Yesterday, Sister Kim came in my room to pray and she actually tripped on a bag I had on the floor. So that's just really ridiculous. And I just said, you got to do something about this room. No matter how tired you are, no matter what, you got to do something. I just removed the curtain behind me back there so you can get a just try to take the light out of my eyes. So you can get a little idea of all that scenery right here, all of that clutter, tons of bags. Well, the bags are in their place, but it just, you can see it looks like a cluttery room. So it's not just cleaning it or organizing it, but it's also keeping it that way, which is a daily practice for me. It's about the mind, it's about how I think, it's about when I come home, if I remove my clothing to put on my house clothes, do something about the clothing I'm taking off. I don't need to be throwing them on the floor. At my age, I just don't need to do that. I am 55 years old and I don't need to throw my clothes on the floor. It's a bad habit. It's a childish habit. I don't even think it's a childish habit. There are parents out there teaching their kids how to clean their room. It's just a bad thing to do, because I could slip. My sister could slip coming in my room. So that has to, it's not an excuse to say I'm tired, I don't feel like cleaning. I have to go against my feelings and just do the right thing, keep my room maintained, keep it clean. And it will show, it also shows something about my character if my room is like this every day. I do believe that. I believe it shows people that I'm a little bit backwards. I'm able to clean everyone else's home except for my own. So there's a lot for me to process through that and get it done and learn a new thing, a different habit, just a different way of doing something, proper and order. So now I'm just going to show you a little bit around. I've got a lot of clutter going on and I just want to show you the clutter and why it's there. And you'll get a general idea of my thinking pattern. And I mean, if you're out there and you're going through this too, you can do it. Get up. We can get this done. We can get our place clean. I'm sure once it's done, I'm going to feel better. Probably think clearer. And it's not just about the cleaning. It's also about maintaining, keeping it that way. That's really the biggest part. The cleaning might be a little easy, but it's actually keeping it that way on a daily basis, meaning change the way I think. When I come home, I don't have to repeat the same habit. When I come home, I could say, be mindful. Look at the floor. Am I about to throw something on the floor? Pick it up right away, put it where it belongs. It's not necessary. So this is my night table that's next to my bed. So I have all my necessities here. What this is, muscle relief. I put this on sometimes at night. Sore muscles. Oh, here I got some tea tree oil. I put this on my fingers sometimes to heal some eczema with some lotion. And I just like this because it smells good. It's actually not somebody gave it to me. It's not something I would have went out to buy, but somebody did give it to me. I thought I'd give it a try. It's like a buttercream and it's pretty thick and it smells really good. I don't know if the smells are natural. That's probably why I wouldn't buy it, but it does smell really good and it did relieve some dry skin. More lotion. I'm always searching for lotions that's going to help my skin. My skin is extra dry simply because I'm over 50 and I'm in menopause. What do we have over here? So here I have some, oh, well, my glasses are broken. The lens came out. These are cheap reading glasses, so I wasn't that upset when they broke. And the lens is on the floor. This is for my neck. I found this at Dollarama, our dollar store in Canada. I think in the US it's called the Dollar Tree. And it's a face massager. So I'm supposed to be doing this every day. It really does feel very good. I can feel it pulling on my skin and just giving me a little massage, good for circulation. I paid $4 for it, and I see this on Amazon all the time. They've got many different kinds, many different brands. I found mine for $4. It does feel good, but here's the question. Do I use it? No, I don't. So another way to change the way I'm thinking is when you buy something, use it. My little stand that I also bought at the dollar store, that's for my phone. And in here I got some lip moisturizer. This is my on-the-go shea butter conditioner. So I do a lot of house cleaning, so sometimes I get really, really, really dry knuckles, especially in the wintertime. So I keep this in my purse and simply just rub it on all over my knuckles. Gives me a good moisture. And I got that at the dollar store as well. Here is for my nails. So it's a nail clipper, another nail clipper. This was a facial spray with aloe and tea tree oil, but I did keep the bottle and I filled it up with rubbing alcohol. That's to clean my glasses when I'm reading. And then I simply wipe them with the glass wipe. So that's what's happening on my night table. Now, if you ask me, do I like the way this looks? No, I find it too much clutter. And then in case I do some crying for whatever reason or sneezing, blowing my nose, I got my Kleenex beside me. So I just find this too cluttery. And then down here, I have my security box. And what do we have on the floor? My neck pillow. My neck pillow, not supposed to be on the floor. And a bunch of other oils and creams. Let's see what we have here. These are all this is castor oil and another oil and argan oil and peppermint, perfume, circulation. This is my circulation facial mask. This actually, I put this on my face and I lay down and I can just, oh, I have to show you. Now, it looks really funny, but I have to tell you, it feels so massaging. This one is actually a little too tight for me. I have one that's a little more worn out and it's a larger size. So I did order another one from Amazon. I ordered a large. And when I'm laying down and just relaxing, I just let this do its thing by giving me, it's like a compression stocking. So it's compressing my face. And it's just relieving some stress off my face. It really does look funny, but look, I put it on at nighttime. No one's looking at me, just the privacy of my room. And I just let this do its thing for about 10 minutes and it feels good. I used to sleep with this on, but I stopped doing that because I find the neck to be a little bit tight. However, that can be adjusted with adding an extension to it, and I just never really did get around to that. Sometimes my face actually does feel very tired. So when I put this on, it just gives me a little bit of relief. This one, again, it's really too tight. That's why my eyes are squinting like that. So I have another one that will be coming soon, which is a large. And when I put the proper size on, you know, my eyes won't be all like this. It'll be normal. And I can just actually enjoy this. And down here I have some more oils, make the room smell nice. Some reading material in here. And this is another facial product I bought that I don't use. Oh yes, this is the Jade Roller. If anyone's familiar with the Jade Roller, but my Jade Roller broke. And this is also for the neck. So, I'm supposed to give this a strong rub on my jowls and then up and down on my neck on a consistent basis. And I don't, because I'm not a consistent person. This is another thought defect that I have. I'm not consistent. One day I will be. I don't know when that will come, but I hope it comes soon. I need consistency. So it's just another way I think. I buy it. As a matter of fact, I bought 2 of them. So I have 2. So, you know, buying them, I was really serious. I'm really going to do this, you know. I want my neck to improve and look better, and I haven't done it. So that just goes to show me another character defect. I'm not here to put myself down. I'm just telling you about my character defects because you could be going through the same thing too. That it shows me that I'll buy things and don't use them, and because it requires discipline, consistency, and I'm weak in that area. On the floor here, I have plastic water. Drinking bottled water for a long time, and the other day I just thought that needs to stop. Number one, they're heavy to bring home. I don't drive, so I did, and it's not good for the environment. So the other day I placed an order for a 0 water pitcher. I got myself a pitcher. I'm gonna start drinking filtered water and get off the buying plastic bottles from the store all the time. It's expensive, it's polluting the earth, it's not good for my health. I was buying them. I'll tell you what, I could have bought the pitcher and the filter a long time ago. But again, I'm going to go back to the way I think. I'm thinking that my bottled water is healthier just until the other day. And I really started meditating on that and saying, you know, that water is sitting in a plastic bottle for how long, and it's just marinating in there. And the BPAs and whatever else, imbalances and chemicals that are floating around in the water are actually living in my body. So that just has to stop. And I'm glad that I ordered the filter. That should be coming next week. And I'll be say kombucha. I love drinking this stuff, but I did like the bottle, and I thought, you know what? If I keep the bottle, I'll probably drink more water. Does that method work? It did work. It did work. I do drink a lot of water. A lot more water because I like this bottle. I've shown this picture in another video. Sister Kim did this, and I really like this painting a lot. It's supposed to be put up on a wall. I haven't gotten to that yet. I do like this painting. I like when the sun reflects off this painting. I like that the painting matches the color of my bureau here of forest green. And then when I look at the picture and I'm like, you know what? For some odd reason, you know, it's not a place that paintings usually go, just set them on the bureau, but this is different. And for now, I'm going to keep it that way. Went to Winners some weeks ago and bought myself a little kettle that I've been wanting. This is one of those infusers. I haven't used it yet. I've got to wash it. And it's, you know, my bureau's not the place for it, but I sat it here. As I was saying, I placed it here and it just hasn't moved yet. This is my clock. When I'm sleeping, I do often have to look at the time so I know what time to get up. Now we're getting to a chunk of a part of my room that is really cluttery. My reading table. This is my reading and writing table, and guess what? I don't read or write on it. I just use it as a clutter table. I come home, I got something in my hand, or I'm doing something in my room, or I'm going from kitchen to room. I seem to use this table as a clutter table. And I haven't been using it for reading and writing. Number one, I don't barely read. I read a couple of things on my phone, but I'm not a consistent and diligent and disciplined reader. What is the deal with this clutter? Let's see. This is my shampoo brush. I bought this also at the dollar store, and I really do like using this brush. It's so massaging on my scalp. Same thing. Shampoo brush. This one is rubber grip. This is the first one I bought. Didn't buy it at the dollar store. Can't remember where I bought it, but I brought this to my granddaughter's place to use it on her hair because she had some tangles and it actually didn't work for her. She needs a different type of brush. So I brought it back home. Instead of putting it in its place, I threw it on my reading table. Upon my visit with my granddaughter, I brought myself some coffee. What I do is I pour my coffee in a cup because my daughter doesn't have coffee that I like. And I bring the container, but when I came back, I threw it on the reading table. Another collectible bottle. Was drinking some kombucha the other day, and I decided to keep this bottle also. And I drank more kombucha the other day, and I liked the amber plastic bottle, and I decided to keep that also. So it's also starting to look like I'm collecting and doing some hoarding. And here is more plastic water bottle. Went to work. This is my lunch container, and instead of just putting that in its place, I threw it on the table. Gonna do some painting. This is the stir stick for painting. Again, threw it on the table. My vitamins are all over the room. So here's 2 bottles here. I use K2 and I use vitamin D3. My stir spoon when I need to put some stir up my coffee or stir something up. Broken eyeglasses. These are also not prescription glasses. They're cheap reading glasses. Maybe that's why they're all breaking so much. And nail clippers. I was cutting my nails the other day and I didn't put those back. These are semi-sunglasses because they don't really keep the sun out. I just like the way they looked. And I was at the metro station and I was passing by. I tried them on. And I liked them, so I bought them. They're supposed to go in my glass. I have a box that I keep my glasses in, and they're not there. And of course, my coffee that I take in the morning, sitting right here. Now, when I start cleaning, this one I'm actually going to throw away. I did think about it. I don't need to keep this plastic bottle. But the glass bottles I'm going to keep, and the reason for that is I'm going to wash the paper off, and I want to start when I make smoothies, make about 3-4 bottles of smoothies. A smoothie can last up to 6 days in the refrigerator. I'm going to just use these to store some smoothies so I don't always have to make them repetitively. I just have like a supply in the fridge and I can grab it to go. This is my messy bed. One moment, please. All right, moving along to this little area where I got body wash that's not supposed to be here. These are where I keep my healthy powders. I got one for digestive, some teas, my vinegar. You're probably wondering, why do I have these type of things in my room when they can be in the kitchen? Well, as I stated before at the beginning of the video, kitchen's a little bit of a tight squeeze. So for the moment, this is where I put some of my products. Most of it's dishes. There's like not a lot of food in my room, but I store a few things in here that I use, like my cumin, black pepper for my turmeric drink, and some cinnamon powders that I like to use. And then over here, it's just a clutter of pots and pans. I was cleaning out the kitchen cupboard and I brought these in my room because there was a little bit of a leak. That's why Sister Kim had to buy a new sink. And I put these on the chair and I just haven't done nothing about that yet. This is where my shoes are. This is looking like a little clutter. Oh, I'm going to be doing some painting in the hall, so I just left that there. And this is the area where Sister Kim slipped on a bag, because this is a really bad habit to leave bags on the floor. And cleaning out the hallway, so I found some stuff to put in a bag and just deciding what to do with it after, either throw it out or put it somewhere. These are bags, batteries. I take them to the library and I have them recycled. A bunch of stuff here. This is a light that I brought to the kitchen for the sink to get fixed, so the guy who was fixing the sink could see. So I gave him a light, and more bottles, dishes. They're clean, mind you. There's nothing dirty in here, but it's just a pile of stuff. It doesn't need to be there. And then over here, I did some shopping. So this is at a thrift store. I bought a bag. Actually, a pretty cute bag. And I got it for $4. So it needs to be washed. Yeah, how much did I pay for it? Yeah, $3.25. And the bag is new. I can tell it hasn't been used. I do like it, but it needs to be washed. Oh, this is a tablecloth for picnic. That has to be washed. It's pretty cute. Little bees on it. Lemons. This is a pile of stuff that I'm going to give away or sell. Got some Calvin Klein shoes here that I don't wear anymore. So I'm either going to give them away or sell them. These are some of the shoes I'm going to be selling. These are very comfortable shoes. They're made by Clarks. There is nothing wrong with the shoe. It's a good shoe. It's just too tight for me, and I tried to break into it and I couldn't do it. So I decided, you know what? Just let go. Give it away. Let someone else have it. These I've had for a number of years. I wore them once and I really do like them, but I just don't wear them a lot. And now that I'm a little older, I won't be wearing anything this high because I can't. So give them away to somebody who can. See, I got these. These are cute, but I'm just not feeling them anymore. Just figured, I don't wear these. It's not a high heel, but it's too high for me, and I don't wear them unless they're very, very comfortable. These are more style than comfort, so another giveaway. And the last ones, these are pretty debatable. Because they do have a heel, but they're comfortable. Made by Clarks, again. So I'm kind of thinking about this one, if I'm going to sell them or give them up, but it is a nice shoe. Here is the overall view of my disorganized and messy room. An indication of a busy mind. Busy and messy mind. In here I have a lot of dishes that I do need to organize. I bought some stuff that I want to use, but once the kitchen's organized and I have a place to put these things, I will be able to have that done. Right now it's not the time to do that, so for the moment I'm just going to cover it with this and get to it another time. I got a lot of mix match in here. This is something I want to this is actually really nice pattern. I just want to sew it up and turn it into a pillowcase or something. But I got a lot of materials in here that I wanted to use. I might have to sift through that one day and not keep it all. continue working on my room whenever I get the chance. Things are not exactly in their place. I have things to give away. I have things to throw out, and that will probably make the room a lot better. But for now, it is clean. It's clear. I can think better already. Because of the situation in the apartment, we have some a little bit of renovations to do, like we're getting some things fixed, getting some things painted. And as you can see, my pots went into the storage bin, but they'll be going into the cupboard in the kitchen once the kitchen is done. And just step by step, everything is step by step. But I'm glad that I got this done today. It was just me procrastinating and going on and on and on, but I finally did it. I didn't feel like doing it, but I did it anyway, and I'm very glad that it's done. And that leaves me with saying bye for now, family and friends. As I had mentioned in this video, the cleaning up was a little bit easy. It all comes down to maintaining it. And I do want to work. I want to see myself change. I want to work on the way I'm thinking. When I come home, just pay more attention. Pay attention to my surroundings. Pay attention when I have something in my hand where I'm putting it down. I just want to pay more attention. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you the next time I vlog, next video that goes up here. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.